15th June. Obeying God's will. James chapter 4 verses 15 to 17. You ought to say, if it is the Lord's will, we will live and do this or that. James chapter 4 verse 15. Some people think God's will is a cold, impersonal machine. God starts is going, and it is up to them to keep it functioning smoothly. If they disobey Him, the machine grinds to a halt, and they are out of God's will. God's will is not a cold, impersonal machine. The will of God is a living relationship between God and the believer. I prefer to see the will of God as a warm, growing, living body. If something goes wrong with one organ, the whole body doesn't die. The other parts of the body compensate for it until the organ begins working properly again. There is pain, there is also weakness, but there is not necessarily death. When you and I get out of God's will, it is not the end of everything. We suffer, to be sure, but when God cannot rule, He overrules. Just as the body compensates for the malfunctioning of one part, so God adjusts things to bring us back into His will. Something to ponder. What is one decision you are getting ready to make right now for which you first need to seek God's will? Amen.